PSA calculation. Calculate the dose. Area under the curve. Target area under the concentration versus time curve is measure of the tissue exposure to the drug over time. AUC is area under the curve is based on the patient glomerular penetration rate and prior exposure of renal toxicity. Area under the curve has provided to be a better predictor of toxicity and efficacy than milligram per kilogram or milligram per meter square dosing for carboplatin. Carboplatin is the only counter agent to date that use of this method for the dose determination. What is glomerular penetration rate? How is it measured? Glomerular penetration rate measured how quickly the kidney filtered blood. GFR can be measured in several ways. A direct measurement by nuclear GFR is commonly used by children. To calculate GFR in the time urine creatinine clearance test or an estimated creatinine clearance based on serum creatinine level may be used. Several formulas can be used to estimate creatinine clearance based on serum creatinine level. Most of these formula use patient age, weight, gender as additional variable to estimate the creatinine clearance. Two of the most common formula are Cockcroft Gold formula and Gillette method, either adjusted or unadjusted. Some clinical protocol will specific. Ha?
Sino nagbukas ng gate na to?
Nanay.
Saan ba yan?
Ay, tinignan daw. Hindi daw niya alam kanina.
Ang sabi mo?
Ay, sabi ko, ba't? Kaya nga, sinabi niya na, ba't?
Sa anak ni Jerry niya, hindi natin nakikigay. Alam ba? Ang sabi niya? Ang sagot. Ano sabi niya?
Ay, hindi ko na nasabi. The Calvert formula. The Calvert formula created substantial dosing.
Created.
Exists calculated. Okay. Dose carboplatin targeted.
Tama ka ba?
Hindi pa ako nasasabihin. Nabasa ko muna.
Gusto mo mag-t-shirt? Nainitan ka yata. Gusto mo t-shirt? Kuha kita?
Hindi na.
Komportable ka ba?
Mamaya na ako t-shirt. Ano yung mga damit doon sa baba? Yung mga nasa lamesang damit doon. Kanina yun? Yung mga damit pa doon eh. Dose verification. Dose verification is performed to ensure the safe dosing parameter to ensure that safe correct dosing is given for current regimen. Chemotherapy dosage should be verified using a systematic approach by two healthcare professionals prepared in cancer chemotherapy administration. For the following checks should be included in the dose verification: a current and accurate measurement, including height, weight, laboratory results, standard and systematic dose calculation tool to determine this calculation, clinical trial information, drug product insert, current software, evidence-based article, reliable recent reference. Prevention of chemotherapy error. The nurse is a key component of the system. Ensure safe chemotherapy administration. Chemotherapy includes recognition of a complete and incorrect chemotherapy orders, accurate transcription, and continuous monitoring. Error prevention a national concern for healthcare provider and the consumer alike. The nurse is the last checkpoint for safety assurance. Consequently, it is imperative that the verification process and administration approach be meticulously defined and followed In essence, the chemotherapy nurse needs to be able to appraise the chemotherapy treatment plan in total to ensure the 5 rights of medication administration for this dosing being delivered. Right dose, right drug, right route, right patient, and right time. Prevention of chemotherapy error as the number of available chemotherapy medication and dosage selection of this medication increase. The complexity of the plan also increases. As complexity increases, the time and number of resources needed for verification also will rise. The goal of oncology care is provided treatment modalities improve clinical response and patient survival and adherence to quality of life. When the nurse encounters a new approach in chemotherapy regimen, he or she needs to learn new information and novel approach with reliable reference and research and must incorporate nursing application in the practice. The goal of oncology nursing care is to support patients through treatment process with the education nursing care necessary to prevent minimize symptoms. Quality of life. The strategies for prevent chemotherapy error consistently use a reliable method to verify patient identity prior to chemotherapy administration. Measure height and weight in centimeter kilogram respectively. Have a good lighting. Employ magnification. Use high visibility tools such as calculator and large sample button and large area. Lighted data display area. Organize the workplace safe and efficient. If chemotherapy orders are transmitted via fax machine, use an original order sheet printed with a font size larger than 12 point. Eliminate use of abbreviation and acronyms in all clinical documentation. Provide the use of up-to-date, easily accessed information at the point of care. Be aware of the 80-20 rules. A smaller number of drugs are responsible for large number of errors. Include stakeholder to be the most lose the patient in chemotherapy error prevention. Lesson review. Consequence for inaccurate dosings for chemotherapy error can be significantly established. The systemic method for ensuring the correct administration of chemotherapy will lead to improve the patient outcome. This reviewed term-related chemotherapy and biotherapy dosing, dose calculation, dose verification, prevention of chemotherapy errors. Chemotherapy